And we're live. I'm so bad at this. Hello,
How's everyone
everybody.
doing?
Before.
Welcome to Desis Dragons. And
No. You let it be.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we'll take it from the top. We'll just take it from the top. It's fine. It's hilarious. I love it.
I'm pulling
Welcome
up the
to my
YouTube
world.
video. I'm pulling up the YouTube video thing. What's up?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Alright.
It says while you wait, tell your mommy and daddy and all that stuff.
There we go.
What if they've got two moms or two dads?
Cool. We're live, guys. We're live. We can talk.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Desis Dragons on our once again, the most organized show on the book on YouTube. We're going for episode 4, The Broken 12. Once again, doing an introduction for the 7th time. We have Alika Gupta.
Hello, I'm Alika. I'm going to be playing Medu Devadalas, a human fighter who is up to shenanigans with her trusty steed Cosmo.
Yes, and speaking of favorite animals, we have Shababetta, who's off playing with his dogs back home.
Yes,
Wow.
which is why the stream's in chaos, because your usual stream manager is away in Ahmedabad, while Indrani over here is in charge. But she did a fantastic job for 30 seconds.
Yeah. And
Anyway, hello.
Yeah, and now the person.
Well,
yeah,
hold on. My character's name is
Uh-huh.
Pewter. I will be playing Pewter, who is a Warforged and is also very stressed out by the panicked actions of everyone around him right now.
Yes, and moving on to Indrani, who everyone needs to remember is playing the cleric and can choose not to heal you, which at level 1 is the thing. So you should be making really good friends with the person who's taking time out of their day to do the streams and look after our hit points. Indrani!
Hey, it's me. I'm sweating so hard right now. I have like armpit sweat, under boob sweat. It's just not good right now. Hopefully I managed to stream all right today while Shubham's away in Ahmedabad. I'll be playing Talvar, who is a human fire genasi forge cleric, and who thinks the theme song to Dhoom is both a sea shanty and a romantic ballad. That's me.
Yep.
And anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
Correct.
And wait a minute. We have an extra person here. Who's this intruder? Who's hacked our stream? Please introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, so my name's Manoj and I'm going to be playing a character you're going to be meeting later. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise, but you can see what they look like right next to his name.
Oh yeah,
you can.
That's true.
you can see their face. You can see their
Just
you need their
imagine
appearance, but who
ones
is
are
this?
favorite.
Throw in some ideas. Who is the devil horns? Show us your ideas. And speaking of the most devilish one here, I am your DM, Chirag Nani, bringing this all together and leaving you guys in chaos. Now,
Heck yeah.
before we start in for this episode today, we just got to check. Does anyone have any special announcements they want to do before we begin? Yes?
Alika does. She has an
Oh,
announcement,
yes.
right?
It's yeah, sorry. Yes, hello. Wow.
So organized, guys.
So good at this.
Great.
It's a small special announcement, but we just realized when we were playing this that my trusty steed Cosmo does not have a species name. So we'd like to open it up to all our viewers and everyone on the Discord channel Hey, go ahead and name the species that Cosmo belongs to. We'll be putting up a picture of Cosmo very soon, so you can see what he looks like. And then go ahead and come up with some suggestions for what his species should be named. If we like it, we'll make it canon, and we'll post some stats later.
Yes, we will be releasing a full stat block along with a beautiful illustration that you will be seeing very soon if I get this right. And drop the names once you see the illustration. And if the stream ends now, I am so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Ooh.
What are we waiting for? Are we waiting to see if the image goes
Yes.
Yes.
I think
If
it should be
transition,
there.
then it has. Yeah,
Yes.
then it's fine.
So that is Cosmo. The illustration is
No, they can't hear
by...
you. Or they can, maybe they hear you. I don't know.
Ah,
Go on.
Yeah, you can.
my friends
You
are
can hear-
coming. Pledge me, man.
Hold on.
Hi.
Right.
Yeah, they can hear us. They can hear us.
Alright.
They can hear us. Yeah.
Cosmo is live! Everyone, look at that beautiful blue fur, that wonderful bat-like wings. Oh my god. Mechanical
It
bits.
is.
Oh, this is good.
Oh my god, I
This
just
is-
noticed like the mechanical attachment to the
Yeah.
wings.
You
So
should
cool.
notice that. That's
I-
what your character did.
I thought it was on the other wing. I thought this was like the okay wing, but now I see
I'm
it. Oh
gonna
my
put-
god, it's amazing.
I'm
I'm going to point out that Indrani's character Talvar did such a fantastic job that
Thank you.
casual passerbys will just think it's normal.
Yeah, it looks
Like,
great. I did such a beautiful job at making that.
Yeah. For those who want more information about Cosmo, as we've said, he is a made-bred creation. He's an artificial species that was created by a house developers. Yeah, who was created to form as a new aerial cavalry during the war. He's almost the last of his kind, as they considered there weren't much effort in like remaking or reusing, as just kind of a forgotten project. But if they discover more of his species, it's time for you guys to figure out what his name is, or what the species name is. So, if you want to offer those names, join in the Discord, share the names there, and then we'll do a poll of all the great names that we'll come up with, and our favorite will become canon. Yes, that is true. You can be part of this canon. Before they burn this world to the ground, inscribe your effort in here.
Great. There is one more quick announcement we need to make. Remember that the discussion will be happening on Discord, so if you're not a part of the server, hop on. But here's the question of tonight. Super, are you by any chance subscribed to Desis Dragons' YouTube? We're just checking. Oh,
Yay!
hey,
I'm watching
Alika
too,
still is in the lead.
Obviously, how could someone be a guest on the show and not be subscribed to the show?
Oh no, she didn't have.
She's dabbing now. We need to...
Commitment beyond it.
Double dabbing.
Yeah, so Alika still holds the lead for being the guest who's only been subscribed for... who subscribed 3 minutes before she joined us. So, yeah. We'll see who takes that mantle away from her. But on to you, Chirag, now that we've discussed this important
Good.
topic.
And now we go into the campaign. And as we go into the campaign, we don't hear me first because we are going to hear, I think, a log. Someone's recorded log of the past events. Yes.
Emergency log correction. Nogu is an ally from the war. He screamed when he saw me because he thought all of us who he had called friends had died. Apparently, we worked together along with Master Mahud. I learned all this as we made our way back to the guard post with our captive, the Gnoll. Turns out, Gnolls are not related to dogs. I was misinformed. We are not able to extract much information from the Gnoll. However, Nogu explained that everyone is seeking the Tridecagon he holds. It is designed to track and maintain 12 relics, each of which works as a key to a gate that holds back a terrible thing. If released, the being will walk the people of the world into aberrations. The mourning prevented Nogu from completing this journey, and now they stand at risk of breaking. The relics, not Nogu. Nogu can only sense the relic closest to breaking, and we plan on helping him stop this. Reset a log. The one we seek right now is conveniently or inconveniently embedded in the medal for the 8 wins races. We now plan to win the race so we can retrieve the relic. And, well, what's the worst that could happen? End log.
What's the worst that can happen indeed? As a reminder, the creature that they're trying to keep out is known as the Conciliator. He does have a much longer name, and if anyone can remember what it is, even if you've written it down, you will gain 1 inspiration point. All right, we have someone raising their hand. Who is it? What is the name of the creature?
It's Asameta Theodosa.
Excellent. Good stuff. You get 1 inspiration, but also you're not supposed to write it down. That means the world inches a bit closer to doom. But don't worry, it's already on the way.
I had it memorized. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I have a question. How do we use inspiration? Can we use it in a pool so that everyone can use it if I earn it?
Yeah, my basic rule is we can either decide now, do you want to put it in a pool? But the basic rule is basically, if you have inspiration, if you're in the scene with someone, you can just toss it to them. But that way we know. So it's like, you did something great. You can decide if they can also do something great. Otherwise, someone could be like, I hit you, and I'm going to use your inspiration to do the advantage.
No, but like, if it's I'm cool with it being in a pool, so that whenever anyone wants to use it, they can just use it if it's there, if their character needs to.
Okay. Well, that sounds fair. We'll figure out a way to track it, but for now, I'll just keep track of it. I'll just keep track of this stuff myself. So currently, there is 1 inspiration, and now we go into the day. It is the next morning. You guys have recovered from the news of what's happened. Now a bright new day. The ranchers are getting up. The owner of the ranch has wished you well for the race. The race will start at about 1 o'clock. So you guys have to basically you're supposed to meet the prince early on in his abode, so he can introduce you to the person who can introduce you to the individual who's going to help make sure you take the spot, because you guys have to replace one of the 8 races so you can get the role, because you guys signed up very last minute. So you guys know it's almost a done deal, but you might want to make a good impression. So how are you guys feeling this morning, and how have you guys done anything different by yourself to make a good impression?
To make a good impression?
What do you think a good impression is?
Pewter went to Talvar right after waking up, and then woke her up even though she was sleeping, and was like, can you please give me a coat of polish?
Yeah, I can. Do you want it right now?
Yes, I would like to be aerodynamic for the race, even though I'm not participating.
That's fair. All right, sit down, and I'm gonna open up my my tools, and I will take out some polishing tools, like a really nice sort of 12,000 grit, micron paper or something. I'm just dropping all my sanding knowledge here, and put some polishing compound on him and give him all right, stay still, okay, and circular motions because I don't want to leave any scratches, and obviously going in all different directions. So I slowly am going to try to get.
I have a question. Could I get a paint or an art piece of Kosmo's wing on my bag?
I mean, I can try, yeah. I mean, I'm not an artist, but I can try.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me roll your charisma plus your proficiency, because I assume you've got tool proficiency. So yeah. So
charisma and proficiency, got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you gotta making it. You need artistic,
Wait, before I do that, I'm gonna be like, Maydo, wake up.
I am already at the stables where Cosmo is.
Yeah.
So if you're in the room, I'm not there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, she's already gone.
Yeah. Have you? Are you doing aerial drills with Cosmo, or what are you doing?
Currently, I'm kind of just grooming Cosmo, making sure the fur's all nicely brushed, the wing is moving well, if there's any oil needed to be put in the joint, just putting that, hopefully waiting for Talvar to come and do it because she's a little better at this than I am. But at least doing the basic stretches and stuff and making sure Cosmo's in a good frame of mind.
Yeah. So
Doing
you
a
work.
pep talk.
Rolling now.
He nods along. He seems like a smart. So
That's a 16 plus 0, but I have proficiency. So
yeah, you add your proficiency bonus.
18.
All right. Much like someone would add a artistic design to a car, like the fin of a car, you've got it to the back of him, and it's yes. What have we got? Describe what this elegant is. Have you made like a wing? Have you put the name Kosmo underneath? What have you done?
So here's what I've done. I have Talvar is minimalist. Yeah, she's not flamboyant. So it's like a silhouette of Kosmo with like 2 wings, and you see that one has like, while one looks fluid, like it's like a natural wing, the other one is more like polygons, for example, right? Like more structural to show the sort of mechanical wing aspect of his body. And under that, I will have written K and M, just like under the structure itself. So for Cosmo and Maiden. So that's going to be the insignia. And can I also put it on my armor? So per long rest, there is something I can do where I can, to impress these people, I also decide, based on Pewter's idea, to look more presentable. I am going to imbue my own armor with magic of the forge and alter the insignia on it to also match what Pewter has on his back.
Yeah.
And I will make my armor a +1 armor for the day.
So where's your insignia? Like over your on your chest? Is it like over
So
your
I'm wearing
is
a
it on your
cape.
back?
Yeah, I have a long red cape on the back, right? So it comes
are.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. The epitome of someone stealthy who works in the underground.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No. Listen, I'm trying to look presentable right now. So the insignia is like very prominent. It's not like subtle. So it's like smack down in the center of the breastplate.
Nice.
Nice. As you're like getting that done yourself, and you've got like the bit on his back, there's like the drilling sound, the cross between like inscribing and like a tattoo parlor, and it's going. You hear like 2 oohs and ahs behind you, and you can like hear your sisters like say, "Oh, wow, that's so cool, so cool, that's so pretty."
Put the glasses on. You're not supposed to look at steel with bare. I've told you this so many times.
You see, Chama does not have the glasses on. She's like looking while your other sister has like proper safety goggles on. Like Chama's like, "Oh, that's so good. Can you get something like that on me?" And she like turns like exposing like her back, like where a tramp
That's
stamp would
called
be.
the tramp stamp, but I'm not giving my sister one. Go to bed.
It's morning.
Go back to bed. I don't want to see your face. It's an auspicious
Extra
day.
sleep. And like, Chama's about to go. It's like, wait, no, we have work. We have work. And it's like, we have to help.
Shit.
Yeah, and like you see, Calathea, the centaur who runs it, she's come in and she's got like a little she's like got a little wheelbarrow behind her that she's like attached to it, and you see there's these little like flags that she's got up and a little banner that says like "Woohoo, Cosmo!" Yeah, sponsored. Yeah, Cosmo, sponsored by the ranch, but like much smaller letters, so Cosmo's in the big letter. Like, yeah, we believe like we wanted to show our support, and I don't really want. I have to go see you guys do this, and I do not want to leave these 2 alone with the animals.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but yes, and she like passes you 2 tiny flags,
Thank
which
you.
got like not as pretty as the drawings you've done, but like a picture of like Cosmo with the name Cosmo behind her, and like a small version of Madhu just riding on it. With
Amazing.
with a bow.
Gonna cry. Why is this so cute?
Yeah.
Even Medu will be like pretty overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I will repay your trust in me. Cosmo and I will take part in the farm is safe.
Oh, she's like, "Oh, you've done so much," and Ty's like, Yeah, but please do that because it's really hard to get a job in this economy that's so easy to go. Ow! Calathea is like smacked the. What? This is abuse. Your mother said I could do this. Oh, that sounds like her.
That does sound.
So yeah.
Can I give Cosmo's wing one last look over before we head out?
Yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
you could probably see that they're in like the like in the ranch itself, where like work's being done, and Madu's giving a pep talk to Cosmo, and he's like nodding
I'll
along.
wait while she's giving the pep talk.
Yeah.
I'll just like stand by the entrance and listen to what she has to say.
Oh, great. So, in that case, I expect I'll do the animal beast speech thing.
Okay.
What is it called? Is it called talking with animals? It's called something. Speak with animals.
Speak with animals. Yep.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
That's
Talking with animals. I love that.
same thing. D&D spells. They all sound the same.
Yeah.
But yes, I'll cast speak with animals and I'll tell Cosmo, hey, buddy.
Mhm.
So today's kind of important. We're going to be really using your wing a little. So, but trust me, I'll make sure that we don't stress you too hard, and just follow my lead, and we'll be okay. All right?
Don't worry. Don't worry. It will be. No, it will be just like the war. I will destroy them all.
That's the spirit. I pat him and ruffle his fur.
He just like quickly nuzzles your head with his head, like his nose is like nuzzling yours a lot in a very like it's adorable. So like back we have Talvar just saying, oh, they must have said something really sweet and comforting and not plotting murder.
I'm just wiping a tear off. I try to look tough so I don't like cry in public, but like this is making I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
So I'll say, don't worry, and just follow my lead. It'll just be like old times. But get ready for a lot of flying at high speed.
He like stamps on the ground, excited. You see his hooves are moving, and he like flaps, like, and there's a little like a creaking sound, which implies that the wing needs a little bit more oil.
I'm like, all right, move out of the way. Enough pep talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my way
I
over.
pat and I say, love you. Okay, bye.
All right,
I too have great affection for you, Ryder.
Freaking name, Cosmo. Never mind.
We are with people. We are with company.
Oh, let me be quiet then.
Okay. All right, Cosmo. Can you tell Cosmo to hold his wing up?
Yeah.
Wing up, Cosmo.
Wings up. He follows. He knows the deal. He was a bit disgruntled the first time you were installing like metal attachments to fix his wing, but now he's got used to it. So he's like a fairly easy customer as you're like going along, getting this ready.
Right.
And then you like see coming around the front side of the ranch, with a little like a bag of like vegetables. You see Nogu, who's like he's come on. His cape is is somewhere else, but he's like got this like almost like, oh, I've grown some food for Cosmo, some things to help him like eat. He eats, right? I've never seen an animal like him before, but I got carrots, got apples, got all manner of stuff. I grew them last night.
Last night?
I look at
That's fast.
like, that is an impressive growth rate. Most apples take about 3 months.
I know. And he like holds his hand and like glowing through it, like a teal magic like grows out of his hand that forms into like the shape of a tree. It's like, I'm very good with starlight. And he like clenches it and he like holds it up. And I'm sure you'll like it. And then like Cosmo hits him with his head. Like, ow.
I have a question. Does having magically grown foods given to Cosmo before count as illegal doping of any kind? Because in that case, we better not do that.
You can do either history or arcana check.
Can I join in on that?
Can I do that?
Yeah, that's like to figure out the rules. If you want to actually study what he's giving, that's like a nature or arcana check.
It's 14.
I wouldn't have studied this up.
Natural 20.
Oh, sure. Is that to like see what he's giving or to know the rules about doping?
To know the rules about.
Say.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to like interfere like while the race is going on. You know, like to poison the other racers. You know, there's like limited what kind of weapons and magic you can do. But like improving your ride is like very murky gray ground where like a lot of it's allowed. Like if it's too obvious, like when they like do the test, it will show up. But like if it's just like healthy, nutritious, like we're like looking over the stuff he's given, like there's nothing here that's doping. This is just like the crispest carrot you're gonna get. There's nothing here that's like +1 speed or it's just like these are like healthy things. You got a nat 20, you're like he'll eat these and he's gonna feel great, but like give him like 20 minutes of privacy because it's like it's gonna expel all the bad stuff in his body. And it's just, he's gonna be like a new horse, but your sisters are gonna have a lot of work cleaning up after.
Oh wow, this is a detox session.
Such a detox.
Thanks, Nogu. I think this is gonna do him real good. Yeah.
He looks excited and like they're like, and it's like I am helping, but he's not saying like yeah, it's great. Whew, this is good. This is
okay. Now clear out. I have work to do.
Yeah. And they leave. Yeah, you get to work on Cosmo. Everyone's getting ready to like go. People are admiring, the bank, the tattoo that's on Pewter's back. Everyone's loving it. And then, as you're getting ready, a saddle is brought out. It's like a well-worn like saddle to go with Cosmo. It's very comfortable, well made for Madhu, and it's like one that you'd use for riding, but it's like a little bit more built for racing. Like it's sturdier, it's not going to fall off. It lets you to go faster.
Nice.
And with that, everyone's getting ready to travel with you to the.
I have a question, Liam.
Yeah.
Let me know if I can do this. The blessing of the forge allows me to imbue armor and weapons. But could I perhaps make a special request to my forge master today and say, hey man, it's there's a lot riding on this, literally. And
I'm not that happy.
hey, I'm talking to my god. Can I have some privacy?
Sorry. Private conversation.
Yeah. Like, if it's possible today, can I perhaps... I know this isn't really the usual kind of work that I do, but could I perhaps channel some of your blessings into this wing?
Haven't you already used that blessing for your armor?
Yeah, I'm saying could I didn't know if I could try it, but I'm just gonna ask. So can I like transfer it to Kosmo for the day? I'll lose that +1, but...
Give me a religion check.
19 plus fucking good rolls for religion. That is -1, so 18.
Okay. You realize you should really go to study the fate of the sovereign host a bit more. As you reach out to the great god of forging, and it's like the gods don't speak back to you and everyone. People go out and it's very much an object of fate. Like you can't see them in the works, but it's like as you're like thinking, "Come on, help me out here," and you're just trying to like work it into the wing, work it into it. There's like a moment where you lose yourself in the moment when you're like doing an arts and crafts. You kind of like time disappears and you're just in the zone as you're kind of working. By the end of that zone, as it's just like you're leaving it, you just feel there's like a you don't know what you've done, but there's a sparkle to the wing. There's like something that's there that you haven't been able to do before, and it's like you don't think you could replicate it, but it's just like that kind of focus, that kind of belief. You've done something there, but it's like you feel drained. It's like whew, it's like when you wake up and 8 hours is gone. That kind of feeling, even though 8 hours hasn't gone, you feel like he can basically give him the it's either +1 to a defense or +1 to attack. What was it?
It's a +1 to either AC or attack and damage rolls. So I'm gonna.
So your call. Which do you want to give him?
You know what? I suspect other motherfuckers to have like shitty tactics, so I'm gonna give it to his AC for now.
Faster now. He can like move a bit more, and you feel like a little bit like what you've done in your armor. It just you're not happy with it. It doesn't shine like you wanted it to do. It's not as effective, and it's just like it doesn't. You don't think it's going to be as impressive. You just feel overwhelmed, like how good a job you've done with the wing. So yeah, the wing's going to have the Griffin. The wing's going to have that +1 AC. Cosmo's going to have that. So yeah, With Cosmo,
Yay.
you're getting ready to trailer, so that Cosmo doesn't have to fly. He's like put in this like little trailer and is able to like travel to the city. Pulled along. They got a like you feel like the prince has actually sent a carriage to like pull the trailer to like bring you guys all the way over. Your sisters are going to go off to your mum to let her know about this happening, so that she'll also come to the event when it's happening. And yeah, you guys
That's good.
yeah. Now, you guys are heading into meet with the person the prince wants you to meet. Now, you guys are coming. It's about 10 o'clock. You've got a few hours before the big event, and yeah, people are buzzing. People are getting excited. You can see people dressed in the various colors of their different racing teams, or everyone's getting excited. As you head into not High Tower. You head to High Water, one of the upper districts. Like, this is like fancy. So this is where like the start of the race happens. It's like the highest point. It was awkward getting your carriage with your creature in there, but you managed. Magic exists, and as you're there, you can basically see the prince is there. He's actually dressed properly in his princely attire. He's like standing at the open. Like you can see all these like people like standing, they're trying to get interviews, they're trying to get a speech. But again, this is like the VIP who have entered this like large room. This is like huge. It's like the top of a what's the term? It's a large white tower view of like the city. And as you reach this like open door with all the VIPs, all the big names of this race are going to be you guys. Oh, this is a spot where you could literally see the entire race happen on this one. It's like the best view in the city. It's like as you come in, you can see he's talking. The prince is talking to this. It looks like a halfling man who's got like a cigar smoking. He's got like a black jacket on. He's just like. He looks respectful. He's got in a business suit, but he looks a little like he's like smiling. He's got like scars on his face, like looks like wounds. Like you'd say war wounds. Like that age, they look that old, like they're doing, but looks like from some kind of animal, like with the claws. As you like look, you see him like talking and like and as you come towards, you also see there's like a lot of people in this like you can also see you see some members of House Duval that's like off in the distance, dressed in white and silver, the colors of the Pegasus, the animal that they're all racing for. And you can see them giving you some looks, but you can't see Suzanne. Like Suzanne, not like dirty looks, but like, what are you like? Huh? What are you guys doing here? Like, what are you specifically? Not these other. But like, they know you, but since you're talking to the prince, they're leaving you alone. And the prince,
do I see any members of my immediate family, like parents?
No, these your immediate family, as far as you can, aren't here. But they are like people you've known. Like, I recognize that. But there's no one like these were like people you're close. Your parents might come because this is like a big deal. They might make the trek all the way from the Eldian regions, or maybe not. But this is like a big day. It's like a big event. The prince like, and this is the Mr. Balmer. These are the race. This is the so I spoke about, the one who's got the fantastic creature, this beautiful being. So you're the one by the mechanical freak show, right?
Well, his name is Kosmo.
Right.
And yes, he will be participating in the race, and yes, I will be riding.
Cosmo, either way, I'm excited.
I can tell. Very pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
Yeah.
And thank you for the opportunity to take part in this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No problem. And he reaches forward to shake your hand, realizes he's got a cigar, moves hand and then just like takes and like he like wipes his hand and like shakes yours. It does not do a good job of like his hands are like covered in soot, which is a bit odd. As he's like shaking yours. Like.
No.
He also looks like he doesn't quite fit in this crowd. Like people are giving him a speed check to like figure out if you guys know what this is.
I will go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, actually, because you're about to be very important.
I think that's a natural 20. The total
Nice.
of 22.
Oh my!
Hell yeah. I got the same, but I got 21.
All right.
So
Let's
We
do
don't
that 20. Save some for the race, guys. Save some for the race.
Yeah, you guys are using up all your race stuff.
I got an 18, so that's a 20.
Oh wow!
Nice.
All right,
We know this stuff.
all right. So this man is you guys know. What did Indrani get?
I didn't roll.
I don't think
Okay.
Indrani rolled.
Sorry, I'm having internet troubles, and I think that's messing up the stream. I rolled a 6.
Okay, you're like you. Who's this guy? The rest of you guys, you see, you're actually like, a little distracted because you like see someone out of the corner of your eye, and we're gonna get to who you see in a minute. You see, the rest of you recognize this guy is Reggie of the Barrymore clan, which it's like he's a businessman. He's like, oh, he can do things like well known. He's like, but he's also, but you guys know what his real deal is. His clan, his group of halfling, they're basically the mafia of Sean. They've been like a large part of Sean for like hundreds of years. They are in everywhere. They can be violent. They can be very destructive. And they usually represent they usually represent the Glidewing. That's usually their racer. Glidewing is like a pterodactyl. It's like a smaller pterodactyl that is usually their racer for these big races, and they're like very keen on the gambling. But you also know their deal, their racer keeps on getting disqualified because they pushed a bit too far. And then they were like, hey, there's no rules about poison, and then they said you're not allowed to put poison on the thing, so they put poison on the claws of the Glidewing, and so the Glidewing got sick, and then there was like, look, you cannot, and then they got accused of tampering with the race, and they said you cannot prove those explosives were related to us, and then just like, so they were like they're in a.
By any chance, were these the same people who fed their steed with this special chemical called night rose? It allows them to have boosts of power at random points.
wow. Oh wow.
If anyone has any idea what he's talking about, please share.
Nitrous.
Oh right,
Nitro boost.
That's more clever than I thought it was. Yes, they are responsible. They're trying to get it legalized. Something that you could give,
Right.
but it's like people are questioning whether it's legal, and so they did it without asking permission, and now they're in trouble because they got their Glidewing very sick. They got their Glidewing very sick.
I can imagine.
That's why they've turned someone. People telling he doesn't need, it's like a generous offer. People realize he needed someone because otherwise
What's
his
his name
parents going to
again?
get embarrassed. Reggie Bourne, and
Reggie sounds
Yeah.
like a mafia. Like
I know.
someone whose name Reggie is with a cigar in his hand of all things. God.
yeah, which is he's about 48 years old, but halflings look young. But he's not helping it with the smoking. He's got a hat on, like the 1920s mafia hat, which you guys are not 20 he's balding on. It's not even like bald hands. He's doing it to hide it, rather than just to look cool. And so his secret shame. But yeah, someone you're a little distracted, as you can see, coming onto this. In the center, getting a lot of attention. People are excited because you see a celebrity's come into the room. Someone who's well known into these kind of circles, and you're like, wait, is it him? I don't usually see him outside the newspapers and stuff. Super. Why don't you describe what your character looks like and where people would know your character?
Okay, so do I just step up?
Yeah, you're in the room, but you were surrounded by people as you're walking into the room at this at this point, and people are starting to swarm around you as they sort of recognize who you are.
So it's not that difficult to spot a red-skinned, fiend-looking thing right in the middle of a pretty busy bar. So I'd say people are flocking around me. I look around, I wave, I smile. These people are my fans. The reason they're my fans is because for the past couple of years, I have sort of become the de facto official commentator for the 8 Winds race.
Nice. A commentator, I like that.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm a tiefling, right? I'm a red-skinned tiefling with a little bit of scarring all over my face.
Yeah.
I have wings.
Mhm.
I didn't like what my life back in the Dread Waste, sorry, the Demon
yeah.
Waste.
Yes, if everyone knows his official backstory, he's made his struggle from the Demon Waste, traveled all the ways out, and made himself for the big races every year, and for smaller races and sky jousting around that time. What are you dressed in? What kind of outfit have you chosen to wear for this event?
Yeah, for this event, I'm gonna go with something chill, right? I don't want to attract too much attention. I know I'm a celebrity, so I don't want to take the attention away from what's actually supposed to be given attention to. So I'm gonna be wearing something, dark, maybe like a scarf and a black or a dark blue overcoat, something like that, with slits in the back for my wings.
Yeah, have you flaring them impressively?
I have been requested
Peacocking.
by the people around me, so I am peacocking. I
Yeah.
am peacocking
Flap
to the
those
fullest.
wings! Ah, ooh,
Like this.
DM, does Future know much about tieflings?
Again, Arcana check.
That's a 9. That's a 9.
What little you know about tieflings are not like a race. They're much like Talvar, who's like a unique kind of thing that happened, rather than there's not many. There's not in short, there's not enough for them to be this is mostly from your knowledge. These are mostly just one-off creations that pop up here and there. Occasionally, there's a family of them, but you don't really know where they come. You haven't met many of them. Yeah, you might have read in the news,
Fair enough,
he
fair
comes from the Demon Waste, but not many people come from the Demon Waste. It's a trick there. But yeah, he's very unique, and even the ones you know, he's the only one you know who has wings. The fact that he has wings is it's a real surprise. Most creatures don't have natural wings, tiefling or otherwise. So yeah, he's a big deal. Yeah. That's his name. Are you thinking I'm a fan, or is poser? What do you think about him?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I have always tried to, if I ever see a celebrity, and I've been in the city for a while, so I assume I've, at some point passing around, seen someone of fame and, been oh. So I look at him and at first I'm oh, wait. And then I, compose myself, that I, fix my cloak, I fix my armor a bit, and then I try to just look cool, just, not show anything on my face. I'm just yeah, just a dude. But inside, I'm oh my god, it's that guy.
Yeah. Roll me a deception check
Yeah, alright.
to play it cool.
3. Yeah, that's a 3.
Nice.
Your passive insight is high enough. You can, Chad, you can see, standing next to the prince, standing next to the exiled prince, as well as Reggie of the Borma clan, is a woman in a cape who's trying to play it cool, but is clearly, a bit starstruck by you. As well as a Warforged and a it looks like a racer, but doesn't look like any of the racers you'd know.
Mhm. So it's a fresh
that
face.
got your attention.
That definitely does. So, are there still people around me, just clamoring for attention?
There's always people around you, but you've already signed the autographs with these people, and now they're just kind of clinging. They're kind of being. Now.
So, I'm gonna, all right, people. Thank you for all your love attention, but I need to take care of some business now. So, if you just back away a little, and then I fly. and then I just fly right.
I just go like, oh my god, look, he's using his wings.
Using his wings.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And then I land in front of this new rider that I've never ever seen.
Yeah.
I say, hi.
Uh,
You're a fresh face around here. Who are you?
Hello.
Before I do that, so I do, my little courtesy to the prince and this businessman right beside him. I do know them, right?
oh yeah. The prince, you know him by reputation. He doesn't come to but he's like, oh, this is from Saya. He destroyed it. So it's like
And so
if a president of another nation came. Reggie, you know, he sponsors the things.
Mhm.
He's Dodge as thing, but he's also yes.
So I courtesy to the prince, and then I give a fist bump to Reggie.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like-
So,
Hi, yes, I'm taking part in the race. My name is Medu of House Batadis. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard your commentary many times. It's honestly an honor.
Thank you. The pleasure is all mine. Like, you're completely new around here, right? Like, where did you come from? What are you racing?
Oh, I'm racing Cosmo. He's waiting outside. Yeah, a newbies. Thought I'd give it a try this time. You know.
Wait! Don't tell me. Is this your first race?
Maybe.
The first
Yep.
race of your entire life, and you're going to be doing the 8 wins.
Well, how hard could it be?
Also, Cosmo is amazing.
Reggie like raises.
Hi, I'm Talvar.
Yeah,
It's really it's really nice to meet you. I've heard great things, and your wings are just I look around and I'm just like,
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank you.
just,
Really nice to meet you as well. Are you all friends?
yeah.
yes, of course. This is
We are
Talvar.
friends. Yes, I have received recent confirmation that we are friends. I am a good friend, and Talvar is a great friend. We have been told this. Yes.
And what is your name, friend?
My name is Pewter.
Nice to meet you.
I'm not sure how it is to meet you. I will decide that after a while.
Pewter means it's great to meet you.
Yeah, he's a punchy one. I like him. Just remember my name. My name is Chad. I'm the winged tiefling commentator of the races. I fought all the way from.
Yes, I have studied about you.
Yeah, so
I
that's
know
a
who you
really
are.
key part. Okay, if anybody asks her about me, and if you want to tell somebody about me, that is the story you need to know.
Can I do an insight check when he says that?
Yeah, sounds suspect.
Yes, but Super, I'm gonna need you to say that again. I couldn't quite hear. You were breaking up on my end.
So I was saying, when they ask about who I am, I always tell them I am a red winged tiefling who came all this way from the demon waste and is now making his life in the city.
Yeah, sure. Do an insight check. Doesn't. Yeah.
Do I do a deception check? Can I?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you can beat a natural 20.
Oh,
International
Go for it.
nice.
I don't know.
Wow.
Did you roll a nat one?
Them dice.
Oh, amazing.
So wait, Super, you rolled a nat one?
Yep.
Wow.
And his backstory comes out right now.
Everything he's saying, sounds true, sounds legitimate. But he keeps looking at Reggie, and now he's looking. Then he he's looking not at Reggie, he's looking behind Reggie, and he's saying all these things. But at someone who's, but there's no one there. There's no one behind Reggie. As you're like Chad, as you are like trying to have this conversation, you see a figure. It's draped in a cloak that like bleeds into the ground like it's made of shadow, and it's just like covering its face. And it's just like it's starting to melt eternally as it's like wrapped around his face. And standing behind Reggie, this figure, it's about 7 foot tall, and it's like it's turning to you, and it's like there's a glowing in the eyes, and you're just like seeing the figure. And it's like, watch them, keep an eye on them.
Okay.
Chad?
Okay.
Chad.
Yes,
Just
yes.
raise my hand in front of.
Sorry, but I just thought I saw somebody that I recognized. What's up? Tell me. You know what? I like you three. Yeah, I'm gonna be friends with you. How about I take you guys on? How about I buy you a round of drinks? Get to know you better.
We're
We have a race
saving.
coming up. We should not be drinking before it. Alcohol consumption reduces performance efficiency.
Well,
And
I'm gonna drink, but we can still talk.
Right. DM,
Talking is okay.
can I look at where, like, follow his eye line and try to discern if there's any sort of like power or like any sort of like magic or anything?
You look in his direction. There is nothing there, and even Chad, as you looked at, there's nothing there anymore. But it's like you're looking. There's nothing that like you have no idea what he was looking at. But because you rolled a nat 1, Chad, what kind of feelings did you have? Was like immediately going through on your expression as you saw this figure? What was like the biggest feeling?
You know what? I'm gonna describe it the best way I can. You know the first time you move away from home, right? All the stock of your parents, pickles and all that little chips and everything runs out, and then your mom finally mails you a big jar of pickle in the mail. You know this feeling you get when you first met it. That's what I got.
So like happiness from nostalgia, maybe with a bit of excitement.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what you read in his expression.
I am going to assume it's from meeting us and Kosmo because that's what I would like to think. So I just like my back straightens up a bit. I'm like, yeah, I walk with a stride.
Yeah. Yeah. As you are feeling confident, you're feeling very happy. Someone walks in, and now they're getting a lot of attention now. As you can see, like, oh my god, look, it's last year's winner. It's Suzanne, and you can turn and you can see walking in, dressed in ornate white riding uniform with silver accents. You can her golden hair tied back into like a professional sort of like a ponytail, but like a more professional kind of ponytail. She doesn't dress. She's exquisite outfit, but it's like riding outfit. It's like a proper like high quality, paid for the best. The equivalent of like a basketball player wearing like the really fancy, really expensive Nikes. It's good stuff. It's high quality stuff, but it oozes wealth. It oozes like thing. As opposed to you guys who are a bit more plucky, like we made this with our own hands kind of. This is like we paid for the best because we are the best kind of. And she's like there. She's with a group with her crew, which you recognize as probably like who like supports her, gives her like navigation advice. Like a couple of small wizards with the scanning piece of paper with some maps with their wands. There's her publicists are by her side, like keeping away, too much of the crowd, saying one at a time, and a familiar face to Madhu is behind Suzanne. Taller than Suzanne, with a very strong, curt expression on her face. She's got like a clipboard where she's like keeping track of things. Dressed in like the white and silver accents, with like short hair and like a folk expression. You recognize your mother as she's there, like speaking, like watching the scanning as she's like speaking to Suzanne. You don't think she's noticed you yet?
Do you have a question? Would I know Suzanne?
Oh, Suzanne has won last year's race.
So I'd be friendly with her, right?
Yeah, of course. You've been to the after party. You know her quite well. You congratulated her on the thing. You know her.
What are you three doing? Are you looking at Suzanne? Are you paying attention?
I'm giving her the dirtiest side eye that I can muster.
I love this.
Both of us are like just staring daggers at Suzanne. Just like,
can I call out to Suzanne and make them meet? I say, Suzanne, come meet my new friends.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's not necessary. Oh.
Yeah, she's like,
too late.
Oh, Chadwick. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Chadwick. Sorry.
Yeah, she like motions, and she's like, "Oh, it's so good to see." And she like comes over, like the crowd parts for her, like her publicist and her make the move, and Madhu's mom also comes back. As well, and she's like, "See now, are you gonna hide?" because you know your mom's about to see you. Are you gonna try and hide?
Nah. No, hide. That's not me.
Yeah.
So,
So you see, Madhu, she sees you and she like looks with like surprise, like, and then just like immediately like all professional again as she like comes forward along with Suzanne. Chadwick, and she does the air kiss on both sides of Chad.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good to see you.
I make barfing sounds behind.
Oh.
I
And as
I
classy
lean
as ever,
back.
Madhu.
I lean back to Madhu and like the tips of my fingers, just like the very tips, just light up in like these orange flames. Like not really intelligent. I'm like, I could set her on fire if you wanted me to.
You make like cigarette holes on her clothes.
Do I hear them? Do I hear them?
Yeah.
I'm
I feel like
mumbling
saying
to
that.
her.
Yeah. As you say that, like Reggie, he's like sticks up, like, listen, if I could, like, give me a second, if I can get my cocktail on her, she'll go up much faster.
Okay, so before they do any of this, I will say, lovely to see you tonight. Like, come meet my new friends.
Oh, I believe we're well acquainted. And so,
Really?
Yeah, Suzanne like looks at all these things. Yes, we have. Oh, my dear cousin Madhu and her. I don't think she ever met Talvar.
No, she met me. I was the one who told her that she's shit and I will shovel her out of the ranch.
Oh, right.
Are you having trouble with the memory banks again?
Yes, you were her manure shoveler, I believe, the one who's in charge of the fertilizer. At least
I've been promoted, and yeah.
Oh wow.
You know what? Now.
You know what? All great things have to start from somewhere. Like,
I know.
You know my story.
Of course, you are such a, pulling yourself up from your bootstraps. It's truly admirable. More people should definitely be like you, Chadwick. You're a real inspiration to your people.
Mm-hmm. So are they as well. So I've been talking to these three for just a little bit, but it actually looks like they might give you a run for your money. The way,
Or a flight for your money.
Like Reggie laughs.
The humor module's really working. I hold a fist up to Pewter.
Yeah, so too bad.
It's a mechanical fist bump, so it may or may not sting. I don't know.
I'm like, ow. Yeah. I don't know.
Mud, yeah, Mud, you see your mom is just looking at all this, scanning or scanning it. She's writing something down. It's like, oh, Madhu, it's been a long time. It's excellent. You're racing for the Boromir clan?
No. Independent. And hi, Mom. It has been a while. I hope you're doing well. It's this weird sort of stiff way I'm saying it. I hope you're doing well.
Yes.
How's Dad?
Your father is well. He is looking. He's working on his new on the latest breed of mage puppies. He wanted to send you one of the he named one of the litter after you. We would have introduced and sent pictures, but we did not know where you were.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not. Maybe I shouldn't get attached to something that will inevitably be called a joke and then thrown out and then not be used again and be sent off to die. Maybe it's a better idea I don't get attached in the first place.
Yeah. Suzanne said, "Oh well, but that's so much. You'd have so much in common with them." And then she giggles, looks up at, but your mother does not laugh, and so she immediately shrinks down a little bit.
I laugh. I love this. Feisty. I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
I imagine that you're very familiar with feisty things from the demon base. Is that why you also have a predilection for enjoying bobbed comments?
Well, that is part of my job, and I do love it. So yeah, you're right.
Good. Excellent. Now, it is so Reggie's saying, well, it is great that you say that. And while she isn't, of course, she's not part of my clan, obviously. She's too tall. Yeah, no, but she is racing. She is racing for now. She is racing for the Gate of Gold, and so she gets to wear our colors. And so he like motions
Oh,
as
yeah.
a group, like another group of halflings. They come in and they bring a box. And like these are our colors. Do us proud. We got them. Thankfully, the prince told us your size. Opens it
I
up, and
forgot this part.
it is a green riding jacket and hat with gray accents, which they have like they have the emblem of an emblem of a gate that's like flecks of gold, like as the emblem representing your district. As it's going to like and of course we've got a few hours, so if you want to like change a few things, as long as you keep the color scheme, that's great. I noticed that you guys have got a team emblem, and he's like I really dig the Warforged tramp stamp. I really think it works.
It's not a tramp stamp, DM. It's up on his back. It's not. Oh.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. No. It's not a tramp stamp. It's far up on his back.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Look,
it's not where you put the it's not where you put the stamp. It's where you put the tramp. That's his knee.
I'm just staring at Reggie like.
Future doesn't get it, but I'm laughing.
I'm starting to think that this might not have been our best idea.
Yeah. Suzanne's not amused by it. Suzanne and your mother are equally not amused by the joke. But Suzanne's smiling along politely because, Chadwick's there and the prince is like doing his best to keep like a straight composure. Well, I am so thrilled to get the chance to race you. This will be a lot of fun, and put down all the rumors that you were ever, as good as me. And like she says, like, and who knows? And she like reaches into it down the top, and I pulled up. This might be. I'm gonna let you see this before, before you're eating my dust. This is your only chance to see this up close. And she like shows you the medallion, which like glimmers on it. It glimmers. It's got the image of a hippogriff, and it's a wing. And you look at it, it's like if you didn't know from like the image that Nogu had told you, you would not notice that there's that little bit that sticks that like doesn't quite fit. Everything looks seamless. It looks completely seamless, but it's a bronze hippogriff onto this like on this medallion with a gold and silver like rope that ties. I don't know what the things the ribbon.
Sure, like a chain or a string.
Yeah. It's a ribbon, but it's stronger than a normal ribbon because otherwise wouldn't be able to survive the high speeds. She like shows you the.
Is she gonna be wearing it while flying, or participating?
You believe so? That is actually the prerogative of the racer can. The racer can wear it if they so choose. Some of them they do keep it separate, but they are allowed to wear it as they race.
Right. Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see who's be holding on to it last.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, they might need to change the emblem.
We don't change the emblem. This is how it's been for as needs be.
Yes,
you realize
change sometimes.
Yeah. She notices like, come, we need to go look over your Pegasus to make sure things are suited for the race. The weather's is we have the latest weather report, so we may need to adjust a few things. Right? Yes. Of
DM,
course.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know what kind of foods would make a Pegasus sick?
Oh God.
That would be nature or animal handling.
Alright. That's plus nature or animal handling, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plus 17.
Okay, so you have a couple of options that you would know. Pegasus are much like very similar to horses in like what they consume, like they'll eat like large quantities. They do need a bit. Their foods are stronger. They need to be imported from LD niches. It needs to be enhanced with some kind of like magical seeds to be like stronger. But the food is more or less the same. Things that can make them sick.
Voice.
Like you know that they are like because there's like sort of fey, certain things like appall them. Like for example, iron in their diet is terrible. It like completely like more than like a little bit of iron in their diet like can actually make them ill. That can like really mess them up. Blood
Unfortunately,
by the
I'm
same
on
logic.
YouTube.
Yeah. By that logic, also blood can like also like they don't like blood, but as a war, it affects this like they are fine with like seeing blood and not afraid of blood, but it's like because there's iron in blood, they can't eat meat. They can never be omnivore. They never attack with their jaw, that kind of thing. And besides that, with the 17, you're like you could probably come up with a few other poisons that you could like find a contact. There is like someone from the Bormor clan there. The thing is like if you get caught, you know that it's not you. As you are basically part of the crew, you would probably make things really bad for Kosmo.
Yeah.
But you could also not get caught.
Yeah. I look at Medu and I'm gonna pull her away for a second.
I'm still like looking at Suzanne like as
Sorry,
I'm
we
being
have shop talk, and I'm gonna pull her.
Yes, shop talk.
Of course. And they also leave. But you guys pull yourself a private conversation.
Yeah.
How are you
I will
feeling?
join Metu and Talvar if I can.
How are you feeling?
Where are you guys going?
We'll be back in a second.
Just 1 minute. Team tactics, if you do.
Yeah.
You know, the weather report and everything has come out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only one who you basically left with is Reggie and the Prince, who are like kind of going, and a small little half-orc who hasn't introduced himself. You can see little half-orc, white hair, and he's like looking. He's got like this cape on, and he looks like he was part of the crew, but he was just too shy to introduce himself. He looks completely awestruck by all of this that's going on.
So,
Hello,
yeah,
can you guys see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
you went pixelated for a second there, but I think you're back.
Okay, this is not good.
You're still frozen, so if you could turn your camera off and on, that might help.
Alright, I can see his camera moving.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
I can hear
back.
you guys.
Oh no, Shabam left. Oh no. Please don't fuck up my layout, Shabam. Please don't fuck up my layout. No!
Hold on. Let
Sorry
me see.
about that.
Is it fine?
It should be fine now.
Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this.
Oh my god.
I think there's an option if you caused it, you can like move people around.
Yeah, so if you...
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it should be more or less.
This is wrong. I think you guys are Indrani and Shubham are swapped.
Yep.
That's fine. So Indrani, just pin one of us. It will help reset it. So it does reset. You just need to pin, like, say, Chirag or something.
Oh, okay. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
We're not, but okay, we're all in boxes.
Oh my god! This is so stressful, you guys. Can we just do
Yeah.
audio streams from now on?
Alright, so apparently I'm the dungeon master now. So, Chirag, roll the d20. I don't know for what. Just roll it.
I
am the
can't
dungeon
fix it.
master.
Hold on.
It's fine. Okay. So, Indrani, don't panic.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. This stream is doomed. You have...
Doomed or doomed? Not Charlie.
No,
I'm gonna-
Oh, it's actually Alika.
Guys,
Alika's the DM now. Alika, take over.
Alright, guys.
All right.
The
As you
DM.
guys have this secret meeting, suddenly you hear the roaring. I'm not going to do this. But you-
Oh
wait, I
my-
think fix it. I
Sorry.
think you fixed it.
Yeah,
Did I
you
fix
fixed
it?
You
yeah,
fixed it, you
we're
fixed
back.
it.
We are fixed.
Well done.
Fix.
And I hope nobody heard the Doom joke.
Oh
Everyone
my.
heard the-
Nobody fucking leave, alright? Just stay where the fuck you guys are.
You know what happened? Guys, just
I
to
think it's just me.
clarify.
I think I'm
The
the
reason
problem.
I left is because I'm using a laptop and I just moved my fingers and it considered it as going back.
Don't touch anything. Hands behind your backs.
Apparently, everything is fine right now.
We're professionals.
Yeah,
It's
we,
fine now.
yeah.
Just let me know if you can hear. Just let me know if you can hear me.
we can hear you. You're frozen, but we
Good,
can hear
correct.
you.
Good, because I couldn't hear you guys. So, yeah. Every time I can't see or hear you guys, I'm just gonna start singing the Doom song. So get in quickly before we get copyright claim. So, you three have gone off to have your own private conversation, and so we'll
I'm sorry,
cut
I
to that
need
in
a
a moment.
minute. I need a minute. My heart is like in my mouth right now.
We'll cut to that in a minute while Indrani recovers from a heart attack. We have Chad, who's been left behind with the one member of the team who hasn't really been spoken to you. You see this little half orc who's about 4'2", but with 4'5" with his big spiky white hair. Looks very small, and he's just like he's dressed like a cape around this thing, and he looks. But otherwise, he's got like a Newsies outfit underneath. He looks like yokel who's come from the Elden Reaches, like store struck by the big city. Like maybe you have some similarity because you weren't like a farm boy, but you also had that look of like, oh my god, this is the big city. And he's like looking at everything in amazement, and he looks at you suspiciously with big he looks at you not suspiciously, but like look at you with big wide eyes. Like you're dressed in the fineries, you got the big wings, you're like so you like.
Right, so. I'm gonna, meet his gaze, look him in the eyes and telepathically say, "What's up?"
He looks at not was that you? Oh wow, hi, clouds, thanks. I don't know what the right response is. Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet you. What's your name, buddy? I like your hair. What's your name?
Nogu Doth. Nice to.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too. What do you do?
Oh, I'm the team nutritionist. I really kind of like was thrown in a little bit late. I'm a druid who's like helping out Kosmo because Kosmo's great, and so we can get them, so we can like get the medal, and so we can save the world. And okay, is it like really high?
Relax.
Are you short on oxygen?
You're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Don't touch your keyboard.
Or tapping his shoulder.
I'd say on the shoulder. I don't want to mess up his cool hair.
Yeah. As you're like tapping on his shoulder, you look down on his like chest. He's got like tying his cloak together like a clasp. He's got like a 12-sided star, and like as you're looking at it, to you it's like glowing a little bit. It's like glowing a little bit like red, and like one of the sides. Like that cloaked figure you saw before, like it was like melting a little bit. Like I don't want those like points. Like you see a little bit like it's melting as well. Like there's this weird ichor is like melting out of this point, and it's like it doesn't like drip off, but it's like it looks like it's about to. Like it's always like dangling, and then like a point drips off and then vanishes, and so like, oh, this isn't real. But it's like
it's an illusion,
or a hallucination. Because he's not reacting to it.
Can I? Try to get a closer look, like try to examine it with my hands.
Oh, so you like reach down to touch it, like, oh, hey,
why? I don't want to do it like straight away. I'm like, I put my hand around his shoulder, like, calm down. I grab some water. You can find. Just
okay. So you can't be.
Pat him on the chest.
Yeah. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Roll with advantage because he's very dumb.
I don't need to. I rolled a 20.
Oh,
wow.
Nice. Making up for that nat one.
You hand over the thing. He's calmed down. He's like, okay, wow, this is cool. Your body's warm. Did you know your body was warmer than a normal person? And he's distracted. Like, wow, this is like really cool. And your hand is like, you've got it on the clasp. You're at this point where you're like, you realize this clasp, like, it doesn't hold the cape together. You realize as you're like feeling it, one. You could like literally take it away. You could take it away and he might not even notice. And second, it's got a energy to it. Like it's like a powerful like kind of energy to it. But it's not like the energy from home.
Mm-hmm.
It is like almost like, but it's like dark. It's like it's contained. It's like. It's hot and it's cold, and it's just like it's got this warmth that's like being kept down by something as a cold, like chilled, as you're just like you're feeling it. And just like you can feel like a little bit of, but you can again that ichor as you like feel it like on this thing, you can feel like go onto your palm, and you can know without even looking, it's staining your palm. Like whatever it is, this is like staining your palm, and you can just like again hear that voice in your mind that's saying, keep. Like, make sure no one takes this from the group. But, he doesn't say the group. He takes this from the druid.
Okay. Alright, so okay, so I hear that in my head.
Mhm.
Alright, so do I recognize the voice?
Yeah, you do. It's the
It-
big guy. He hasn't spoken in ages, but it's the big guy.
Daddy. Big Daddy.
It's Big Daddy.
On me.
Big Daddy. Yeah. You saw the cloak guy, and you know that's one of the ways Big Daddy looks.
Okay.
So it's like it wasn't a stranger. It's like it's Big Daddy.
Yeah, I was a little unsure before, but now I 100% know what I need to do. So I'm gonna try to become closer to the group, try to protect them, keep people out of their way, and immediately my thoughts turn to Suzanne. And is Suzanne known to use some underhanded moves like sabotage?
History check.
History check.
Yeah. History or insight, your call.
I rolled a 6 on history.
As far as you know, she's above board, but you also know that she doesn't need to do underhanded because she has the whole House Vidalis pumping her Pegasus, like making sure it's the best quality Pegasus. It's like well trained, the best environment. It's like the best that money can buy means you don't have to do illegal stuff. You don't have to be illegitimate underhanded methods because they are the top dogs. They're always basically always going to win.
Okay, I guess then the only thing that caught my ear was he said, "Get the medallion and save the world." So that's what I want to ask him about. What do you mean, buddy? Calm down. Tell me, what do you mean save the world?
Oh, he's like looks around and he's like wondering. He looks at the other. Maybe he shouldn't have said that. He's like, well, you're a friend, right? You're a good guy.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, good.
Question: does Nogu's Pewter's passive perception pick up on this conversation?
No, you're focused on the conversation you are having with the three of you.
Fair enough.
It's going to tell everything to any random person.
We deserve this. We left nothing behind.
Yeah.
We should not have left him unsupervised.
Well, we're going to win the medallion because it's got a piece of a important relic that seals away a big bad evil, and so we're going to get it because we're going to be heroes.
Oh, that's actually very admirable. Like, yeah, I think you guys are heroes. Who is this big bad evil?
Oh my!
He like looks at him like, he like whispers like, okay, but you can't like say his name around, okay? So you just gotta. I'm just keeping it secret because you're a good guy, so we gotta stay quiet about the name. Okay?
Sure.
And I motion for you to get closer. Which is a bit of a thing because you're like he's very short. He's like, it's a Delkia called Samita Treyadoza. And as he does it, the world doesn't shake, but for you it feels like it does. It feels like your world shakes. You've never heard this name before. This name doesn't mean anything to you. But the name itself has power, and you feel it. Like you feel like in your bone, like in your hand that's now stained with this oil. Like this is whatever this thing is. It's a powerful. It's dangerous. It's not like home. It's not like the dangerous stuff from home. This is a different kind of danger. This is like wrong kind of dangerous. But yeah, that's what you're like feeling when he says the name. But we call it the conciliator, the bridge builder. You don't have to say you don't have to say the big name. It's fine.
Did we feel like a shift on those?
You never felt the shift when he said the name before. Like when he said it the first time, you never felt the name. Soup's character Chad feels it.
Right.
I feel it. I totally feel it.
Amazing. Fucking.
Yeah.
Well, the name itself sounds evil, so
I know.
Good luck, and anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Yeah. Like, ooh, are those olives? He says as a guy's walking around with a.
Yeah, would you like some? Excuse me, olives.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. As you guys are having olives and water, we cut over to you three, who's pulled aside.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Unlike Indrani, Talvar is very like. She's like, how are you feeling?
Chill.
Yeah.
On top of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Medu, how are you doing?
My feeling extremely motivated. A little annoyed that I have to wear different houses' colors, but well, I guess that's what I get if I want to join this race.
Yeah.
But
You're not wearing a house's color. You're like wearing, the district's color.
oh, the district's
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
But still a little annoyed. But whatever I need to do to win this race. But definitely deeply motivated now.
Right. Pura, how are you feeling about our chances of winning?
DM, can I do a calculation on what our chances are looking like?
Yes, int check.
Sorry?
Intelligence check.
Intelligence, just a straight up intelligence roll?
Yep. You don't have enough information to figure out which skill would be super relevant, so you're doing general intelligence.
That tracks because I rolled a natural one.
Error. You're like thinking like the maths doesn't go lower than 0, but I feel like it should. You're like
wow.
you're not, because you don't have enough information. You don't know what you don't know.
I suspect that we might help someone else win instead of winning ourselves.
Wow, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
We made all this preparation.
So,
Yes.
okay.
Nogu conjured up magic vegetables. Haven't
We
we
do.
in ourselves? Yes.
Look, I trust in us and our ability to win this. Yeah?
Yes.
I do. I promise.
Mhm.
Behind my back, I have like my fingers crossed.
Wow. Wow. Can I passive perception see this? What is my passive perception? Hang on. It's 13.
Her hands are behind her. Do a deception check.
Where do I roll high?
Oh boy, 18 plus no deception 0. Yeah, 18.
Yeah. You don't see it. You see like Reggie's like walking around from behind you. He's got like a drink. He looks at you. He doesn't know what you're talking about, but he gives you a wink like, yeah.
That sleazy motherfucker knows.
Yeah. Like he saw you cross your fingers behind your back. He knows you're doing something dirty. And he's approving.
Yeah. And I'm like, but would you be open to me bolstering our chances of winning?
Bolstering how?
See, I mean, let's not get carried away in the details. Let's just this is a bigger picture thing,
Well, I mean, I don't mind if we can do something which is technically in the rules. I don't want to. Here's the thing: if I win this, that's a good chance.
When you win this, yeah.
Yeah, when I win this, I don't want it to be that later on it's like, oh, I won this because of trickery, and I won this because of doing something sneaky. Because then my entire house is going to get on my back even more than they are.
Right.
And Cosmo and I.
Of course, there is the possibility that if we don't win this and don't get the relic, the world ends, and then there won't be a house to get on your back.
But
there
we
is
can
that.
steal the relic. We can steal the relic if it comes to that.
So theft is okay, but cheating is not. Understood.
Yes, definitely. Good. You are learning.
Right.
Theft is totally fine.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll quick.
Okay.
Cool.
All
right.
I look at Mabel, I give her a long look, and then I wrap my arms around her and in a very awkward one-handed hug that my mom and I do. And I'm like, yeah, you got this, you got this. And I just pat her back.
Okay.
Like, all right, cool, now step back. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, I will return the hug as much as it is required, and then step back and say, "Right, Team Cosmo, got this."
Team Kosmo, yeah. I put my fist in the center to the.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're completely not coordinated. You go 3, 2, and
No
I'm like, oh,
coordination,
and then goes and
yeah.
one.
You realize
Absolutely.
you realize the fourth member of Team Cosmo isn't there, and you turn and you see he's with Chad, just eating olives from you're supposed to take a few, and he's taking the whole bowl. Well,
No, come over here.
Yeah.
You're part of Team Cosmo too.
oh, that had sticks in it. Okay.
Oh,
and
wait for me.
And you guys waddle over.
I'm your newest fan, so part of
Yeah.
Team Cosmo 2 here.
Wait, really?
Wouldn't that make you
That's
biased?
Does it matter?
Right.
You realize he's a presenter, not a referee.
If you don't mind, please praise Cosmo a little bit more than usual, just so that my family can see his actual true worth.
On one condition.
Do say so.
Whether you win or lose after the race, you guys let me take you out to dinner.
I'm never gonna say no to a free meal.
I cannot eat, but I will accept oil.
Oil
Yes,
sounds
well-
good. I'll have some of the finest oils. Good selection of oils for you. Definitely.
I've
And we
never
have-
had a selection of oils, just oil. But I look forward to seeing what this.
Hey man, I try my best to provide whatever I get, alright? You don't have to shit on me
I'm
like
not
that.
complaining. I am simply stating facts.
Excellent.
Right.
Hey, you're in the eight winds.
You guys can hear me.
Welcome to the big
We
leagues.
can hear you.
Yes, we can. DM, a question. Did Big Daddy tell
Alright,
me
so
to?
after saying
Hello.
Yeah.
So just a quick question. Did Big Daddy tell me to protect them or protect the
Say that
class that he's wearing? Yeah. Okay.
Big Daddy, did he tell?
I legitimately can't hear you. Would you mind typing that into
Sure.
the chat or the WhatsApp so I can
Sure.
He
see what you
said.
said?
He said. Did Big Daddy?
Meanwhile,
Can he hear the rest
guys,
of us?
just hum something so I can figure out when you guys are back.
Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. I can't hear or see anybody. Dun, 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 dun.
Today is
Okay.
a day of
Uh,
just internet mishaps. Just like.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's still on air.
Yeah. How are we even managing? It's
yeah.
beyond me.
I put it in the Hangouts chat. Can you see it?
I can see it. I don't know if the DM can see it, which is the issue.
The DM is frozen. I
Yeah.
think
That's right.
if he disconnects, oh my god, I swear I'm gonna fucking lose.
It's fine.
I
You just
feel like he's
transition
going to
the
have-
rest.
Oh.
As I type, yeah.
He's back.
Let me know when you guys can hear me.
We can hear
We
you.
can
hear
hear you.
Yeah.
This must be me. It can't be anyone else.
It
Not
is
anyone
you.
who's struggling.
Yeah.
It's not us, it's
your
you.
We
internet.
blame you, DM. We blame
Yeah,
you.
it's totally you.
Let's
Sure.
try and switch over internet provider.
Oh, that's. Oh no. Indrani, prepare.
Okay.
You can just transition to long
Yeah.
rest.
Switch in.
You can transition
If needed.
internet connections without disconnecting from call, but we'll see. Meanwhile, guys, remember
Okay, how
that.
about now?
Oh, he's back.
Yay.
Oh, I can hear.
Yes, well,
Welcome back.
I had to switch things,
Perfect.
but yes. In response to Chad's question, what the Big Daddy asked him, basically, the two commands he got was watch this group and don't let anyone take the clasp from the druid.
Okay.
Those are his only things. Interpret that however you want. He did not say watch over this group. He said watch this group. If you interpret it that way, cool for you. If you want to watch them through a sniper rifle, also cool. Up for you. Yes.
DM, I have a
As
question.
we...
How
Yes.
long till the race?
We're about to cut to it now. But it's 11 o'clock. So 2 hours. But I'm about to skip to it unless you have something you want,
I have
you really
something I want
do
to
in those
do.
2 hours.
Before we go, I'm like, alright, huddle up. Can we go to Cosmo?
All
Sure. I guess.
5 of you.
Yeah.
Cut over to Kosmo, who has been moved. Now that he's been approved, he's gone into his own little quarters, which has been illustrated with the gray and green that's been put up over his place. His saddle has basically been given a number, which you recognize as the number 7, as when I put across his side. But he's being polite because he knows he wants to, but you can feel he does not like these guys just throwing stuff on him, onto his stable. It's a nice stable, but if you've ever been racing, it's fairly narrow, so he doesn't he's not having a great time, but he's all right.
Got it.
Soon,
Okay.
buddy. You're gonna be out of here soon.
Is Nedu technically a young adult?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Where are you going with this? Oh no.
How long do we have until the race?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Just about.
I look at our rich friend, our extremely rich friend. I'm like, do you have 25 gold on you by any chance?
Well, that depends.
on what I want to do
with
with it.
Yeah.
I would just like to. I haven't done this in a while, but I can. The god who helps me out with my work allows me to extend his blessings to my friends in times of need.
Coco, you want to bribe your god to help you with the race? I am all for it.
Yeah, that is
Just-
exactly what I
Just
want.
makes the race more exciting.
Thank you.
DM, I believe I have a very rich and posh lifestyle. I would have the gold, right?
It's like you have gold in your thing, but it's like as for like loose change, yeah, you've got 25 gold on you. But besides that, you don't have much more than that. So it's like this is your spending cash for the day if you give it.
No, this is fine. I have tabs everywhere. The bartender recognizes.
It's very
me.
true that you do.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the 25 gold, and I'm going to basically take the pouch of 25 gold, close my eyes, and like wrap my arms, like my hands around the pouch, and like from the inside of my fingers, you see like this flash of like bright silvery light, and then I'm gonna open it and I look inside, and the gold is now powdered silver.
Ooh.
Can I do that? Wait, I
The
should have
gold is
asked.
now what?
Like powdered silver?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is this the spell or what do you do? Oh, you want it for a spell component? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The Forge Cleric, I'll allow it.
Alright. And I am going to dip my hand into the pouch of silver powder, and I'm gonna hold it up to Melu's head, and I'm going to and I'm like, this is gonna take a while, so if you guys want to grab a seat, please do.
Oh my.
Are you doing the Rafiki Simba?
Hold on. Yeah. I'm going to draw Cosmo's symbol on her head.
This is going to take a really long while. Silhouette is not simple.
Inogu looks and is like, are you inducting me into a cult?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
The big city.
And I'm going to rest my hands on her shoulder, and I am going to like my armor starts to glow like a silvery color as well, and then slowly so does Medu's silhouette, and I would like to, over the course of an hour,
Oh, wow.
conduct a ceremony, a coming of age ceremony for Medu.
yeah. Sure.
And because of this
Oh wow.
ceremony that I've conducted for her, for the next 24 hours, any ability check that you make, you add a d4 to it. And any ability check for the next 24 hours. No cap on it.
Holy
That's
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty OP, and you can only get it once in your life, right?
Once in your life. This is
Oh,
important.
good.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
How many times am I gonna race on the 8 wins? It doesn't
Exactly.
happen every time.
Yeah, you're saving the
yeah.
world here. A
So-
lot rides on this. So,
He's like,
Oh,
says,
yeah.
he says
right.
like, wow. He's like, wow. I never thought I'd get. Yeah. I feel like I never thought after what happened to my parents I'd get anything like a Junya. This is great. He's just like he's
Oh.
openly weeping now as you like
Yeah.
you just made him a man in the most platonic way possible.
yeah, there you go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We're well proud of you. So yeah, you do this spell on him. What symbol did you put? You put the symbol of Cosmo?
On Medu.
Yeah, on me. On the freaking.
Yeah. It sort of
Forehead.
like sinks into your head. There's nothing to see, right? There's no.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I was like, do I have a permanent silver tattoo on my forehead?
Maybe that's how the spell should work. But
Yeah.
Maybe, because it's like once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So tell me, have you
no,
basically
it sinks
written
into her
Maydu
head.
like
It's
he's
not.
a
It's not
fan
visible.
Who's gone to a football game or a sports game?
No,
who's
no,
got,
no,
like, the
no,
name
no.
of his
It's-
razor?
Yeah, and then I take the silver powder, and then like as a war paint, I will like smear it across her cheeks. I'm like, you're ready for
Oh
this.
my God.
You got
Okay.
this.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I want to do. We can cut to the race now.
Yes.
Can I talk to? I haven't been introduced to your bride, right?
Yeah, you see Cosmo for the first time. A beautiful blue deer-like creature with wings that are draconic or bat-like. This like coming, and one of these wings has been adjusted with like metal pieces and a metal frame because it's been injured. But it's a beautiful piece of work that's been done on one of the wings. We shared it earlier.
I'm sharing it
You can
again.
share it again.
Does Cosmo understand at least one language?
Cosmo's a smart creature. You think it's possible it can understand what you're saying. You don't think it'll be able to speak back.
Okay. My awakened mind lets it speak back to me.
Go for it.
Sure. Speaking to everyone anyway. It's spoken to few times, spoken to me. Talvar's been left behind.
Cosmo. What's up, Cosmo? I still don't know his name, right?
You know his
I
name. We
would have
mentioned it
said
a few
Cosmo.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's Cosmo.
I know.
Yeah.
So you're Cosmo? That's a pretty interesting wing you have there.
You also have pretty interesting wings for a two-legged creature.
Thank you. It's not much, but I make do. It's not
No,
much.
she is Medu.
She is Medu.
Yeah.
I've met your friends. They seem like really nice people. I'm gonna be rooting for you to win the race.
That is, that is good. It is a win. It is a winning bet. I looks over them. All of I do not fear any of these posers. He sniffs like a horse with a thing, and you can't see the other racers, but they're in the corridors, they're in the pillars next to him. I am not afraid of them. I will destroy them all, just like my mighty rider has commanded.
And so you shall. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on you. Okay, show me something fun to look at. Make it fun for the crowd.
Yeah, he flaps his wings, and they are a huge wingspan, bigger than a griffin, rivaling a pegasus, maybe a bit bigger on the metal side. And it's impressive. You've never seen a creature like this before. He might be one of a kind. Whether he's good or not, you don't know, but he's definitely unique.
Also, he's super fluffy.
Super fluffy.
He is super fluffy.
Do I get the feeling that I can pet him? Can I pet him? I look at Medu. Can I pet him?
Sure. Don't approach from the tail end. That's where there's some spikes. But
so I walk up, in front of Cosmo, flap my wings a little, go up to his head, and then ruffle his fur right there. You're gonna win, okay? I'm gonna be watching over you.
He nods, grateful. But you don't think he likes you messing up his head, and he starts to me working with his wing to try and fix his hair.
Listen, I am a winged creature and I am in the entertainment business. Okay, I wouldn't mess up his hair.
Keeping it good for the cameras.
He looks concerned because there's no mirror in this place, so he doesn't know if that's true or not. He looks for a bucket of water. He looks over to the bucket of water, is satisfied with his appearance, and comes back.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I turn to Talvar, is it just me, or is everyone interested in us suddenly?
No.
It feels like this suddenly, yeah.
Well, I bid you guys good luck. I'm gonna, be watching over you like everybody else. I'll see you out on the race.
Thank you. Thank you
everything.
for your support.
And with that, we cut to the race. 2 hours later, everyone's getting ready.
Yes.
We have.
Button my jacket.
We have.
Get on my glasses.
You better keep
Goggles
that
are
on for
ready.
the whole sequence.
Yes.
Okay.
You get on your ride. You get on Cosmo. As you see, people are cheering and celebrating. So you can see all across. You've got in the glass door. You have people applauding from inside in their cushy VIP seat. We've also got loads of people who are on their rooftops who are just like sitting down, trying to get a good angle, who are like cheering. There are like people are listening into their radios to hear like the latest broadcast of all that's happening. And you can see all these mighty creatures just like lined up across the road. Everyone is like cheering and celebrating as the announcement is going. As the
I
announcement is
turn
going
around
on.
and just show my back to everyone.
Yes.
I'm holding up all the stuff that Calathea gave us.
Yeah. You can see
Nice.
lined up in the row. You can see all of them have basically been lined up by their numbers in order from first to last. Up first, you can see Suzanne on her Pegasus, representing Highwater in white and silver, flapping in gracefully on her beautiful Pegasus called Nile. Just like standing there, majestic, preening, white Pegasus with a golden horseshoes, silver horseshoes, just picture perfect. Like it's like photoshopped in real life if that existed. Next up, more aggressive, more mean. In white and gold, we have the mighty hip. We have Daniel on top of his mighty hippogriff, Daniel Jr. Daniel's like a large. He is in Arakok. He's like standing there. He looks the same tawny gray as the same tawny color as his hippogriff. And they're not related. Obviously, not related. That'd be absurd. But you can tell he's doing this. But you can see he cares about his creature a lot. He's an aggressive creature. Like you see, he's like riled up. He's like ready to go. And yeah, they both look like young but feisty. And you can see him like constantly adjusting his light crossbow. He's like glaring and going at. But you can tell he's like an aggressive guy. But you don't think he was a. Yeah, no, actually, he's aggressive, and you feel like he's young, but he might have been a young soldier at one point. Similar to you, Madhu. Next up, resting up, a giant eagle, ridden by a very small gnome, representing both, recognizing Broken Arch in brown and gold. We have the mighty eagle. I'm gonna do it. I was wasn't gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. The mighty eagle, Gondor, and his rider. Who wants to name the gnome?
Flapjack.
There we go, Flapjack on Gondor.
Sure, yes.
Wow,
who is just like-
amazing. I
Who
love
is in a stylish? He's not wearing he's wearing a audacious gold like jacket over it. He's got sunglasses. He's got goggles, but they're like star goggles. As you can just hear him like saying like, "Everyone, remember to come down to enjoy some flapjacks at your local Jurassic place." And he's like giving out these like signs. He's clearly like promoting his own
I'm booing
restaurants.
as loud as I can.
Yeah.
Do you not like flapjacks, Talvar?
No, I'm just trying to boo everyone who isn't Medu.
Next up,
That is a lot of people. I turned to someone next to me and I'm like, boo!
No, contestants who are not Medu.
Oh,
Wow.
Next up, on a proud eagle wearing special goggles that have been made with this giant eagle because they're nocturnal, so this will help them during the day and just to keep the glare out. From Rattlestone, dressed in brown and grey, we have Hedwig, ridden by
Pat Barry Hotter.
ridden by Radcliffe the Ratfolk. He's just like this like small figure, just like going up, and he's like shooting off his like wand into the air, and like sparks coming up, and he's like yeehawing, like yeehaw, we got this, no, hey, we want to show more, and he's like, striking up wild. He's just like screaming out, like crazy thing. He has a cowboy hat in his other hand. He's all like, yeehaw, gonna show more,
wow.
and like people are like, please stop, you're not allowed to use the wand in the fight. And like, and like, you're all crazy. Yeah, for calling me crazy.
It's a fight.
And he like puts away his wand, upset. Next up, representing Tumbledown and Underlook, we have in tan and brown. We have the mighty hawk, like literally giant hawk, tan and red, ridden by all the way from Drome, a serpent person, a woman with human figures and like snake figures that's like wrapped around her hawk. Just known as the hawk and the serpent, eternal enemies now become friends. What are the what's the exciting gossip that you as a presenter can tell us about hawk and serpent soup, Chad?
Well, they are immune to poison, and they were one of the first ones to try to work that into the race. But I think everybody else in the Apex race just shut them down. Just because they're immune doesn't mean they get to use it.
Nice.
They found that the poison forerunners, and so they're kind of like the heels in WWE terms, and they love to be hated. And they're going around and the snake woman's she's got a hood that makes it look like a hooded cobra, but it's an outfit to go on top.
That's dope. I hate her, but that's dope.
Yeah. This is some nice aesthetic they have.
But they do, do some interesting things with poison. I've heard there's some really powerful controlled substances that come out of Drome.
You have no idea. Actually, you do. You would know idea. You would know. You know exactly all about it. Next up. Yeah.
Pewter's here.
From Precarious. Yeah. From Precarious and Old Keep, in brown and red, the most violent of the races. We have a mighty griffin. His claws stained red from blood. Actually, they're painted red. He hasn't done anything violent yet. But the griffins are not as fast, so most of the time the bets about the griffin are about how many races they're going to injure and or knock out. That's the main bets when it comes to this guy. Why don't you tell us about the name of the griffin and its rider?
Me?
Chad, you're the announcer.
Sure.
Okay, now that you've put me on the spot, this is going to be hard now. Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, a fresh new face in the circuit. I've met them only last night, but I'm already a fan. Everybody say hello to Medu and Kosmo.
Okay, skipping to number 7. We have Medu and Kosmo. Ooh. And they're polite applause. They don't know these guys as they're coming in. You see the rider of the griffin.
I'm no!
Listen.
Yeah,
listen. I want to use minor illusion to make fireworks go off above.
Oh, nice, wow. Nice.
And
get some more excitement going.
Yeah, everyone's applauding with excitement. You have a little stone device that's been attached to your collar, so your voice actually announces the combination thaumaturgy. Your voice is louder, but also it's sent over to anyone who's got a radio. They can hear what you're saying. If you do the speak into the microphone kind of thing. Yeah, so you're doing this whole excitement. The Griffin Rider, Samuel, looks angry that you kind of skipped over him, and he's glaring back, and you realize that he's glaring at Madhu, and he bouts to Madhu I'm taking you're out first. Yeah.
Wait, do I see it?
Oh yeah, 100% you see this going on. He's not being subtle.
Alright, so I wanna cast Hex on the guy.
Wow! Can you guys do that?
You know that if you do this and you get caught, you're in trouble because you're not allowed to interfere like this. But
I
it's
know
up to
this
you.
is my partiality.
So, do you still want to do it?
What is it? Can I do it subtly? Can I do it without anybody noticing?
You can roll to see if you can do it subtly. That'll be either sleight of hand or stealth. But again, it's a roll, which means a chance of failure.
Alright, I'm gonna control myself. I'm just. Do I see?
Yeah, no.
Do I see the druid?
He is presumably standing with the rest with Pewter and Talvar, just watching over wherever they've chosen situate themselves for the race.
I'd like to situate ourselves in the front, as close as we can.
Yeah, so they're there. You see Noble. He's got all these little small fans that he's waving. Waving them off. Yeah. And he's waving his fans as you're doing that. And you can see there's a group of people, 2 young women and an older one who seems to be trying to and a centaur who seems trying to extend a banner out saying "Yay, Cosmo!" in like blue.
I'm
and, like,
holding
just
one
trying
end
to
of the
hand out
banner
these
for her.
Yeah, you and your sisters are like holding the banner out, and just like you're spreading it out. Your mom's like saying, come on, vote for Cosmo, and you get half off at the end." And she's like shouting, kind of drill up business, quietly whispering the terms and conditions for this deal as well before anyone can hear it.
Wow.
Yeah, and finally, a creature who's like filled with controversy, and also the only flying creature without a rider. We have Karalag, the gargoyle, from Malian's Great, dressed in black and gray, black like chainmail over his form, painted in gray. He's looking a little tired. Because he's
I can relate.
and he's looking tired. But also he's got like sunglasses on, like someone who went too hard in the party last night. What is the latest controversy that Karalag has gotten himself into, Chad?
Well, you remember those exotic substances I was telling you about that are from Rome?
Forget. Yeah.
Well, let's just say it snowed in his room last night, but it wasn't cold.
Wow. Amazing.
Amazing. All right.
Nicely done.
Just dropping some hot spice all over the place.
All the spice. This is the spiciest race so far. And you can like hear everyone like looking excited as you are getting ready for you to announce for you to announce this event, because this is quite literally this is the 100th race, the 100th of the 8 wins race. So everyone's excited to hear like the big you, the presenter, to announce it and then count them off. So everyone's like turning to you, they're looking excited at Chad to hear what he has to say.
Well, is everybody ready?
Yeah!
Come on, it's the 100th race. You can do better than that.
And then,
I'm gonna see if I can detach my hand. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna see if I can. Is that something I can do?
yeah, give me sleight of hand.
That's hilarious.
Detach your hand.
Light of
Oh
hand.
my god.
That's a 19. Yeah,
Whoa,
that's a 19.
Nice.
You pop it off easily enough,
Yeah.
and very luckily for you, it
Yeah.
slips back on. I didn't know it slipped back on.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
I've made him modular now.
yeah.
Sure.
After he ripped off his hand one too many times, you figure out how to make it like modular for him.
I take my one hand and use the other hand to wave it even higher so that I can reach.
Nice.
And then I like use it to like high-five random people.
Oh my god.
I am going to send 2 sacred flames up in the air just to like.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly up, right in position above all the contestants,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast minor illusion again.
Mhm.
If anybody has ever seen a race begin, you know the kind of illusion I'm gonna be talking about. It's gonna be red, and then green.
Oh, full
Nice.
F1.
Nice.
Full effort. So, alright, everybody count with me. 3,
Right. 2,
1.
1.
Whoa!
And then
Hey!
explosion. People start running.
Go.
The race is on. Who will come out on top? We'll stay tuned. We do the race next week.
Are you kidding me?
No, just let me.
Can we just find out and then go?
Let me live.
It's a race. We spent a long time at that party, which was fun.
Oh
Yeah.
my
And also,
god.
we had the journey for for a little no-go. Some
There's a
reason.
whole ceremony.
True.
Fair enough.
And also it's 9:24.
Alright.
I hope you guys had fun.
We did. Thank you,
Yes.
Shivak. Despite all the technical issues, this was fun.
Yes.
We are looking forward to seeing this race actually play out next week. Next week, I'll be back on running the stream, so Indrani did not have a panic attack in the middle of the game, which will be leave to the dice rolls, but not the streaming.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not cut out for this.
And speaking of dice rolls, I think my nat one just propelled the plot forward.
It did. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, that's a pivotal last one.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So exciting stuff. Make sure to tune in next week and also to come on the Discord channel where we will be chatting about the episode, but other things as well, like world building and DM resources and all kind of stuff. So make sure
And choose the name for the species of my steed, Cosmo,
Yeah.
because I don't know
Yes,
what.
please. Do that, and we will be able to release a homebrewed creature for you guys to use.
Can we let them pick a name for Big Daddy as well?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you
Isn't
think of
it
it?
Big Daddy?
Big Daddy has a name, but it's not that. But guys, if you can guess what the name is, or come up with your own. Who knows? You might get very close to it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
They're the name
It's
for Big Daddy.
interesting.
All right. We hope to see you guys on Discord. Tune in next week to see who wins the race. It's obviously gonna be Cosmo, but just
Listen, y'all, if it's not, the glasses are going to
it's
go.
gonna be fine. It's fine. All right. We will catch you guys next week. Thank you so much for joining us. Manoj, thank you for hanging out with us. We can't wait to have you on again. This is gonna be
Yeah,
great.
it's been a lot of fun.
So glad. All right. Bye, everybody. Good night.
Peace.
Good night.
And